Hey guys, what's going on? It's gnarvin here, and I have a co-op, two-player strategy for Ascension. I played last night with my buddy Chadsolidsnake. I'll have a link to his channel and his, I think he's going to be posting his own video for this. I'll probably post a link to that too. For the first two rounds, I'm just going to note, I only use my knife until about round 4. Once I run out of my ammo, I go by the MP4, as you see me doing right here. The first rounds, you don't really have to worry too much. I mean, they're pretty easy in my opinion, once you figure out how to deal with the zombies. So I skipped round 6 here. I'm guarding this bottom window and anything that comes to this door through here, and he's upstairs guarding basically the two windows, and once he starts getting overloaded, he's going to just move throughout the level, basically. You can see I'm just going to hold down this room. You can pretty easily hold this room down in the early rounds with an or an MPL, I guess I should say. The ammo is right there on the wall. You can see he just got a little overrun, so he's actually moving out. So I'm going to head back towards the actual main room so I don't get overcrowded. The first room is this room right here is pretty much my favorite room to start running in. So, I mean, it depends on what you feel. The other room that I'll show you here in a little bit, or the main room that everybody uses at this point in time, the big square room with the grenades in it. You can go there as soon as you have the doors open and you're ready to go there, really. But I'm kind of just waiting on these last couple zombies. And I just cut this all up and stuff, so I might be a little rusty on what actually happens when where. So I'm trying to make a crawler here. I'm pretty sure I failed miserably. Yep. And it didn't matter anyway, because we're gonna go to the next round before we go hit the box and everything, turn the power on. Which I think happens here right now. Alright, so I'm gonna go turn the power on, speed this up a little bit, run up the stairs. If you don't know where the power is, you just go through that bottom door, run all the way to the top of the stairs. There it is, power. The box is always right there on the other side. Now you can see he's been opening doors and stuff and running through the level, so he can only hit the box once or twice. And since I've always kind of just hanging out in that room and just building my points up, I can hit the box a lot more. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm going to hit it until about 2500, hopefully to see if I can get something that can guard against the monkeys pretty much. If I don't get anything that can protect against the monkeys, then I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm not going to get... as soon as you buy a perk, that's when you're going to have to deal with the monkeys. So now we're at round 8, and I'm going to go pretty much up in this spot. Now, our strategy was, one person stays up in this room, and this is pretty much the safe zone almost. Like, once you learn how to run in this room, there's almost no reason you should go down. And this first round's pretty slow, actually. I don't even get any zombies, because he's just running throughout the level. This level is so big and open that you can run almost anywhere you want, and you can still deal with it. So he's just going to run around the whole level and do what he's got to do, and I'm just going to hang out up in this little room most of the time. Now we do get pretty screwed in this game, I'll show you later, which is, I guess, my fault, but it's not my fault in my opinion. It's totally Treyarch's fault for having a terrible fucking annoying glitch still in the game that should have been fixed before this fucking before this fucking map pack came out, but you know, they're bastards, so they do what they do. Now here I just want to show you how, you can see it's round 23 now. I can't tell you how many times that I've been playing with people and they just don't understand how to revive people. You must lead the zombies away from the person that is down. If you just sit there and run circles and try to shoot the zombies and try to revive them, you're not going to get them. The zombies are going to kill you or just be in the way the whole time. So I ran around the whole level, and there still was a zombie there, and he actually goes down twice. But you can see I had enough time to actually revive him twice by leading the zombies around the level. And of course I have the thunder gun, so it makes it a little easier. He's going to go straight back to Jug, and I'm going to divert all the zombies towards me so he can have a nice easy time getting Jug. I mean, you guys have to work as a team. You have to remember, oh, he doesn't have anything, so I should take all the zombies, so he doesn't have to deal with them. It's pretty easy to completely divert all the zombies to to yourself if you know what you're doing. Now right here, the box just moved. And I'm like, oh, well, here, get the fire sale. And he's like, no, what did you do? You just screwed us. We're not going to have the box the whole time now. And I'm like, no, dude, it'll be fine. I've never had that glitch happen to me. And he's like, dude, it's happened to me. I've already posted a video on it. I'm like, no, I think they fixed it or something. And I was clearly wrong, because that box, nowhere to be found. It should have been right where I was at. The box should have appeared. As soon as the fire sale is over, it should be right there. And it's not. So I run around killing the zombies. I'm still sitting there. I'm like, oh, it'll be fine, dude. We'll find the box. I don't even realize it should be right next to me yet. And I look up in the sky and I'm like, oh, there's no blue light. That probably means there's no box. So, of course, we went to round 47 with no box. I mean, I already have a ray gun and a thunder gun, which I keep the thunder gun the whole entire game. I end up trading my ray gun in later, which we can hit the box still, but you can only hit it if you get a fire sale, which you don't always get. So we're using, he didn't get any weapons at this point in time. I don't think he has anything good, so he's just using wall weapons almost this whole entire game. So this just shows that you don't really need the box. This is a good strategy that just shows that, like I said, you can just use any weapon. There's actually a point in time where we're going to show you a strategy that you don't even need to have any guns at all, really. But he just went down and he's in the main room and he's just like, call the launchpad back. And this is a great tactic. If you can get to the launchpad and call it back, this is a great way to actually save him. And he actually clutches this pretty good because I kind of fail a little bit. So as soon as I see he's about over top of me or about to land, I throw a Gersh device. So I got plenty of time to revive him. He's got a little bit of time to actually figure out what the hell to do and where to go. You see, I'll revive him, and I'll come over here, and that quick, the Gersh device goes away, and I'm like, oh shit, what? Oh crap, I'm cornered. So he doesn't have Jug, and he's just going to run in this room. This is how safe this room actually is if you know what you're doing. Now I'm going to crawl back to the launch pad, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, because the zombies are pushing me around and stuff. But you can actually get back to the launch pad. He's going to launch it, so we're going to be flying through the air. And hold on. Alright, now he's launching. And right here we're like, oh, I can't revive you, but I can actually move ever so slightly around. Just enough so he can actually revive me. Which works out pretty well. And then, of course, as soon as we land, we go back to the first room. And we're going to go straight to Jug. Of course. The only perk you need in co-op, in my opinion, is Jug. This is because the monkeys are a pain in the ass, and if you have a whole lot of perks, even if you have a bunch of people, it's going to be a pain to guard them all. And this is actually a 35 round 35 monkey round, and I have like a half a clip of Zeus cannon or a half of gun worth of Zeus cannon, and that's pretty much all I have. He doesn't have any weapons to defend against monkeys. He's just going to keep running back and forth through the traps, killing the monkeys that way, and I'm just going to sit here and guard Jug, just so we don't lose it, basically, since this is the only perk either one of us have. At this point in time, you can use a ray gun. I don't think I have a ray gun anymore, but you can use a ray gun, but it's not going to be that powerful. I'd rather just save my thunder gun just for the monkeys. That's pretty much what I was doing the whole time. You can also throw the Gersh device. I realize now that it doesn't actually kill the monkeys. I thought it did at first, but it teleports them somewhere. But in a way, this is still just as good because, I mean, if you're teleporting them away from your perk, they're not going to touch the machine, and then you still get a random perk. So right here, I'm not sure exactly how many monkeys we have left, so I don't want to use my last thunder gun shot quite yet. So I'm going to take him up here to see if there's a couple more running around where he's at. Which actually I almost fail here a little bit, but it's alright. So you can see, he's just running through the trap over here with the monkeys. Which I'm going to do the same thing. When you have Juggernaut, you can run right through these traps. I mean, if you sit in them, you're going to die, obviously. But if you run through them, you'll make it through. And we'll have this one last monkey here. And you'll see how much of a pain in the ass they are to kill with guns. Like, I'll shoot him with a thunder gun, and we're just going to sit here and unload on him until he fucking finally dies. And if you don't know, you can't throw grenades at them because they'll just toss them. I mean, you could cook a grenade and you could probably get away with it. But there's round 35. Shitty weapons still got the random perk. So now we got all full ammo. And right here, I'm going to show you a little trick we found out. If you can actually use the launch pad as a trap itself. It is a free trap. If one person just keeps calling it from the other side, you see I just killed I knocked a bunch over and killed a couple. And you just got to keep one person at one side and another person at the other side. Just keep hitting it back and forth. If you have no weapons, this is a perfectly acceptable strategy in my opinion. It's completely free. I mean, it works. All you have to realize is you have to figure out the timing. We didn't even master the timing. We were just kind of like stumbled upon this. We're like, oh shit, we can actually... It was actually Chad's idea, I'm pretty sure. He was just like, why don't we just try to using this as a trap? And we used it a lot for round 36, but it takes a while too. So you have to realize it's not a very quick way, but if you have no weapons, in my opinion, this is probably the best thing you can do. Other than just trying to point horror up and hit the other traps. So you can see I'm just trying to run around this little thing. I just called it back, so you wait till pretty much once the ground opens up, that's when it's going to kill the zombies. It won't really kill them by landing on top of them. So once that ground opens up for the launcher to come in, that's when you have to get the zombies over top of it. And you'll see I almost killed that whole horde off that way. Now I'm just going to show you how we were using the fire traps efficiently, and then I'll show you how we ended up killing ourselves with the fire trap, or I guess I should say I killed myself with using the traps. So the first time, you can see I don't have much of a horde here. He's got pretty much the whole horde. And of course you need communication for this. He's telling me run, run, run. So he's coming from one side, I'm coming from the other side. We're just going to run through here. He's going to hold them all off for a second and get some points. And I'm going to hit the trap. And then I run around this thing. He runs through the fire once all the zombies run through. I didn't like doing that. I like running around this thing and just making sure there's no zombies so I know where they're all at. It's a lot easier to get around them all, in my opinion. Now this is how we end up meeting our demise at 48. Same thing. I'm going to run over here. But this time I decide I'm not going to go... sorry about that. My recording just messed up. But this time we're going to run through the trap, or... I'm going to stay down here and actually run through the trap itself once all these zombies die. Which isn't really why I die. It's because he gets in front of me and actually like these 3 zombies end up trapping me right here. And I die. Which, then again, it shouldn't really be that big of an issue. But this is another case of where communication is key. He's just running around trying to group up the zombies here for a second while I'm sitting here waiting for him. He has a crossbow, but he's trying to save it. I wish he would have used it, but it's alright. I'm not blaming him. But he's running over, and I should have been looking to the left to tell him whether he should have been coming or not. And as soon as he gets over to me, I'm telling him, run, 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 and it's too late. So we had a good run. It's a good strategy. Just run around the one room, and the other person kind of runs around their own spot. And you can see we did pretty good, 48. I actually show the leaderboards here in a second. I think we were ranked 58th and 59th in the world as of last night. So, and the highest round is 62. I actually show that too. So we weren't too far off. We were hoping to get to at least 50, but I'm sure we'll try it again. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helps you guys out a lot. See ya.